Hi, what if I told you that all of these effects are done with the same tool? In this tutorial, I would like to show you a very simple but powerful tool that you can create lots of cool effects with it. Let's start with the basics. I'm creating a simple cube here, creating a light, and I'm creating a sphere. Now the tool is AI Clip Geo. Close it and re-render, and now we can see the Clip Geo cutting through the cube, meaning the sphere is creating a hole in the cube. So that's what the basic Clip Geo does. Another example that you can use the Clip Geo is by creating EP curve tool, create a circle, snap it to the curve, rotate the circle 90 degrees to the path, and then extrude a long curve. Now I'm converting the NURBS to polygon with quads and count, hiding the NURBS surface and leaving with the polygon. Now I'm creating any shape that you like, and I'm snapping it to the curve with constrain motion path, attached to motion path. So what I'm getting is the movement of this shape, the cube, onto the path. But now I'm going to create a shader to this cube as an AI Clip Geo, meaning that when I'm rendering this, what we're gonna see is that the cube is creating this gap, and you can play with this gap. You can play with the scale of it. You can animate. So this is just another example of what you can do with AI Clip Geo. Here I created a scene where you can see this cube moving through the path. Here is a different effect that you can do. I'm creating a sphere or any object, and then I'm duplicating it. Now on one sphere you can put any texture that you'd like. For example, I'm rendering this with a light, just a sky dome. So just putting any texture. Now on this object, I'm going to put the AI Clip Geo, but I'm going back here and I'm putting a displacement AI solenoid, the out color R on the displacement. Now what we have is an object that I will probably need to kill that render and do that again. Okay, now we have a displacement that create this effect. By the way, we need more subdivisions here, so let's have this be smooth, and now we can see more details. Now you can look at this. This could be an interesting way of wiping or dissolving or chewing up another object, and of course you can keyframe that how you'd like. It could be rotated. So this is how I created this, and this is creating that. Here is another example. I'm creating a EP curve tool, some sort of a circle, and then I'm creating a sphere and I'm attaching it to motion path. Now I'm creating a Clip Geo material on the sphere, and I'm attaching an Arnold noise texture and putting it on alligator. Then I'm omitting the V on the additive and putting a luminarity 0.8. Now I'm creating a circle and I'm snapping it to the curve, rotating it 90 degrees to the curve, and I'm extruding it, and I'm playing with the scale of the circle. Now I'm creating a material on the tube and I'm putting the opacity on 0, on black. Now I'm playing with the scale of the circle, and what happens is that the geo is eating up the sphere. Now I'm playing with the octaves and luminarity to get some sort of a flat 2D white effect, and when I'm playing with it and playing with the circle, I'm getting some sort of an effect. And when I'm scaling the sphere more and more, it feels like the sphere is rotating in place like an orb. Here is an example when I'm keyframing the circle with translate and scale while the sphere is rotating. Another example, a sphere, a cube, and a camera are creating this. Creating a cube and a sphere, squashing it, creating a camera, and keyframe, all three of them, with a movement in translate in depth. Then I'm creating an AI Geo material on the sphere and adding an Arnold noise texture with a cell 1. And when I'm playing, this is what we get. Now we can play with the octaves and the luminarity and we can add a color and also a ramp color. And if you're playing with the colors and the type and you get these numbers and you lower the density, you get this. And so with the same principle, if you have a sphere and a cube and you put on a sphere an AI Clip Geo and on the texture put an alligator and put these numbers, you get this kind of flat texture. When the camera is moving and the sphere is moving and the cube is being scaled. So basically the camera can push in, the sphere is creating the texture while it's moving, and before it gets to the end of the cube is pushing back with a simple scale, and that's it, and you get this. So don't forget always to push the boundaries of your style.